If you have not watched Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok cult yet on Netflix, you have got to go watch it. It is making huge waves online and everyone seems to be talking about it. It's a 3-part documentary digging into Robert Shin's business, which is called 7M Films and basically revolves around a bunch of TikTok dancers, and also his religious group, which he has named Shekinah Church. The series starts off talking about the Wilking sisters, who gained their popularity as TikTok dancers. This is Melanie and this is Miranda. Melanie and her family believe that Miranda is involved in a cult, basically, in this Shekinah Church, as well as 7M Films, and they just basically want their sister back. The Wilking family believes all of this got started in 2019. So the girls were dancing on TikTok and another well-known dancer, James Derrick, who's known as B-Dash, reached out to the girls and wanted to do a collab. Well, they did do the collab and soon after, Miranda started dating him. B-Dash had a videographer named Isaiah Shin, who happens to be Robert Shin's son. Now, Isaiah ended up introducing the Wilking girls as well as B-Dash to his father's church and company. Melanie states that in 2020, her sister Miranda started withdrawing herself from the family and becoming very distant. Their grandfather, who they were extremely close with, passed away, and Miranda ended up not coming home for the funeral, and she stated the reason was that she needed permission from someone who was closer to God than her family. Miranda continued to withdraw from her family, even stopped speaking to them. And in 2021, she and B-Dash ended up getting engaged and married. And the only way her family found out was through social media. She didn't even invite her family to the wedding. For a long time, Melanie tried to continue running her platform, dancing without her sister and making excuses. But in 2022, she decided she had had enough. She and her mother and father, Kelly and Dean, ended up going on Instagram Live for 40 minutes, telling the whole story and that they believed their sister was in a cult. They were basically making a plea just to reach out and be able to talk to Miranda again. After their plea went viral, Miranda made a statement to The Cut and basically said, I am not held against my will and I've never been held a hostage. I go to church, I have faith in God, and if one day I wish to pursue my faith elsewhere, I will and feel completely free to do that. As far as my career, my time at 7M Films has been one of the most exciting years ever, and if one day I wish to partner with a different management company or start my own company, I will. No one is forcing me to do anything. In the statement that was provided to The Cut, Miranda did state that she knows things have been different, but she kind of blamed it on the pandemic in 2020, saying that it may have brought her closer to the Bible and to God. She went on to say, I know that my family and friends saw changes in me along the way because it was true. I was changing for the better and in love like I've never been before. In her statement, she claims that she told her sister that she still wanted to make videos with her, but that she wanted to be more in control and claimed that her sister, Melanie, had been taking over. She ended the statement by saying she's looking forward to mend things with her family and continue a relationship with them. Robert Shin also made a statement, but in a different way. He filed lawsuits against former church members and claims that they were slandering him and defaming him. Now, these church members were saying that he basically was taking most of their money and encouraging them to distance themselves from family and cut all ties. The next year, a cross complaint was filed by some of his former dancers and former church members, including Melanie and Priscilla Lee, who joined the church in 2001. They are claiming and charging him with fraud, forced labor, and human trafficking. Since the release of this documentary on May 29th, a lot of information has been coming out. I will definitely be following this story, so make sure you hit follow, and I will be posting some responses that have come out in the last few days, including one from Miranda.